Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing a wireless microphone system that I've purchased for use on my channel. For nearly 3 years I've relied on mobile phones, and this is, I think it's an Galaxy S23 Plus. It's my old phone and I use that for doing videos. Prior to that I used, actually it was a Galaxy Note 3 for a very long time. It's somewhere here. I've had problems with the audio. It's been a real struggle when I'm editing the audio to try and get the balances between different sections when I edit right. And I've had a few complaints about it, and I've been listening. So what I've done is I've actually purchased this DJI Mic Mini system, and I sort of looked around a lot of the market, and things like the Rode ones were hideously expensive for what I do. I'm just a little YouTube channel amateur who basically just enjoys doing this. So spending £400-500 on a system is just why? I don't want to go that far. I actually purchased one of these, or it's a cheap version from Amazon, and it was bloody terrible, and I sent it back. I think I paid about £50 for it, and it genuinely sounded awful. So after quite a bit of looking at reviews and seeing what other people were using, I decided to go for this, again, this DJI Mic Mini system. And I went for the full system. This is 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. And it plugs into the back of a phone, or it's got a microphone out and so on. And it's the first time I've ever used one of these, and I thought I'd actually sort of share my experiences. It's still in its cellophane. I haven't actually touched it. I've been dying to do this. It's been sitting on my shelf for about a couple of days now, and I just haven't had time to do anything. I've got stuff going on in my life. So I'm sort of really eager to open this up and try this out. Now, on this video you're going to be watching, at this point, I haven't used it, so you'll be able to hear the audio, and then the difference in the audio once I plug this in and start going. Hopefully this will mean I will have less editing to do, less trying to get the levels right. The phones themselves, the microphones in them seem to be really variable. So if I put sort of this far away from me, it will sound fine. Go to about there, it sounds a bit tinny. But actually put it a little bit further away from me, and it goes fine again. So it's quite variable, especially in this room. And this room's insulated, and it's a wood construction, so it sort of absorbs sound. There's no real echo. So yeah, let's have a look at this. We'll plug it into my fully charged S23 Plus phone, and we'll see what it looks like and what it sounds like as well. I'm very curious about this. Again, I've just never used anything like this at all, and I really do need to improve the audio on my videos. I listened back to some of them and I think, what the hell was I doing trying to edit it like that? So hopefully this will improve the quality of my audios and make them a lot easier to watch and listen to. So I have had complaints, and some were really quite nasty, and there's a lot of trolls out there. Others were very helpful, and they actually suggested a couple of systems, not this one. I think actually this one did come up, but one person suggested it. So yeah, okay, let's crack this open and have a look. So this was purchased from Amazon. It came in a couple of days ago, and it seems quite small actually. I was expecting it to be bigger, but essentially it's a charging base where you can put the 2 transmitters and the receiver. You've got some, I think you've got some attachments like microphone attachments for like fluffy things, and for reducing the sound of wind when you're actually outside. It also has, I believe, the USB-C connector so that it can go to the phone. So yeah, it seems good in terms of its packaging. It's quite a neat little package. It says here small, ultralight and discreet. So the actual transmitters are 10 grams each. We've got high quality audio with stable transmission. I think that's Bluetooth. It's got 48-hour operation from the battery, which is very long, and it's compatible with DJI Osmo audio. I've got no idea what that is. I haven't looked into that. 2-level active noise cancelling and automatic limiting to prevent audio clipping. So inside we got a receiver, 2 transmitters, charging case, carrying pouch, clip magnets so that you can actually attach them to your clothes, and so the magnet goes behind the actual microphone and stays keeps the microphone on your clothes. The mobile phone adapter, which is Type C. Windscreen, I've got no... Oh yes, that's the little fluffy things that go on top of the actual microphone. Camera audio cable, USB charging cable, and some documents. So okay, let's open it up. So we've got quite a nice little plastic pouch here. It feels actually quite high quality. Sometimes they're very cheap, but this actually feels a bit more substantial. I think it's reusable as well. Yeah, it is. So you can repackage it if you need to. We've got the carrying case. It feels very small, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got, I think, some sort of yeah. Is it just telling you what it is? We've got manuals here. Okay. This must be the wind deflectors. USB. Oh, sorry, is that USB? Yeah, USB cable of some sort, and also 3.5mm jack. Ooh, that's silica gel. Remember to keep that away from my 2 dogs. And I think that's it. Okay. This does feel quality. This actually doesn't feel cheap at all. There you go. So that's the... Yeah, it feels quite substantial actually. We've got some sort of button there. We've got USB Type C just there. That looks like the hinges. Okay, let's peel that off. Take you just the way you are. Press to unlock. Ooh, look at that. That looks really nice. So when it's open, we've got, I think, charging capacity here. So what I might do is actually just then open this. Just, if I just put that in over here. Right. Okay, so I've got it plugged in a charger, so that's actually now charging. I said when I plug it in, you can see it's actually trying to charge there. Okay, let's move some of the rubbish out of the way. So we've got the 3.5mm cable, which allows you to plug it into other audio systems for recording. Let's just move that out of the way as well. Okay, so let's pull that out. Wow, this is tiny. I thought this was going to be bigger. I really thought this was going to be bigger. Ah, okay, so that must be where you plug the USB-C in. That's the charging, as you can see there, there's little charging points. We also, I think you can actually charge it from USB-C there as well. We've got the audio gain or control. So plus 12 decibels, plus 6, neutral, minus. Yeah, it's okay. And then here you've got 1 and 2. So if I actually pull this one out, then there we go. So that's now connected to the audio there. I put it back in. So there, you don't have to worry about actually connecting these. There we go. And there we are. There's number 2. It's very neat. Very, very, very neat. I like this. this must be the foot that goes on here, so I will be using that quite a bit. So if I just do that. So this is the sort of adapter foot which actually allows you to plug it into the phone, and I should just clip in, I think. Don't want to force anything, it's brand new. Well, there we go. So that then goes into the side of the phone. So that will go in like that. Yep. So now that's plugged in and the phone's on and it's there, I should be able to take one out. If I just leave it there, just to one side, and if I then, okay, yep. Let's see whether it will actually record like this. Ah, look, recording audio through USB mic. Mary had a little lamb, his fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. Let's have a listen. Mary had a little lamb, his fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. That seems to work quite nicely. Again, it's a little bulky on this side, but actually it's not too bad. I think that actually works quite well. So let's have a look at this. So we have, oh, that's quite strong. It feels like a neodymium. Is it neodymium? I can never pronounce it right. A strong magnet there, and it then allows you to put it and clip it to your clothes. So let me just do that right now. So I've clipped it to my shirt here, so the magnet's behind here. There we go, the magnet's just there, and that actually feels quite solid. So it's actually sitting there. I wonder whether it's actually going to pick up any rustling of the clothes, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's what it looks like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to test the audio on this by actually recording just a small segment. What can I actually do? Let's push that to one side and put that there. There we go, an MSX SD mapper cartridge. So I'm just going to do a very short piece on camera of me talking about this. So this is an MSX SD card mapper. It allows games to be loaded up onto its SD card and gives also extends the memory of the MSX to 512K. This particular one here, I've had problems with the connection, so I've been trying to cut it down so it actually has a better connection. It's a 3D case, and it's got multiple settings here depending on what type of configuration of MSX you have. This actually has two slots for memory cards, so you've got a primary and a secondary, and they act like hard drives, and those two lights there indicate which one is currently in use. So, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to play back those two audios, the one from the camera up there and the one from this camera here. Card mapper, it allows games to be loaded up onto its SD card and gives also extends the memory of the MSX to 512K. This particular one here. So yeah, that actually sounded wonderful. It's very rich, slightly loud, slightly too much gain, so I can always turn the gain down a little bit using that control here. But that worked really well out of the box. So let's just disconnect that. So yeah, that works really, really well. And again, you've got a little, I think you've got a little clip here, which allows you to clip the receiver onto something. And you can also plug in the microphone lead here and actually plug it into another device for recording. You've got an on-off button here. That's the charging points there. And they go into the little, onto the little pinpoints here. Just sort of like Samsung Galaxy earbuds and stuff like that, when you actually put the earbuds, and also I think the Apple ones as well, the same. And again, at the moment I've got just the first microphone. If I pull the second one out, it should automatically pair. There we go. That's really cool. So let's have a look at the transmitter. We've got the microphone point here. We've got some sort of button here. I think that might be for pairing or doing something. On-off button here. Little clip as well. So if you don't use the magnet, so if I pull that out, you can clip onto your clothes. It's a very neat system, isn't it? It feels nice as well. It doesn't feel cheap. It's very light, 10 grams. So if I put that back in like that, and then that should go off. Yeah, marvelous. So okay, so if I put, yeah, so I've got to take this out and put that back in. Actually, I think it goes like that, doesn't it? Yeah, like that. And then I put that back in like that. And then I can take the microphone off my clothes. So we just put that back there like that. That's really nice, isn't it? That really is nice. So okay, let's have a quick look at the manual. So you get a couple of stickers by the looks of it. Even the quality of the plastics on this is really high quality. Yeah, you get a few DJI stickers. You get some sort of compliance and guarantee information there. A quick start guide, which actually I've just literally just used it. I didn't really need to even look at this. So yeah, so the transmitter and receiver are powered on and linked when removed from the charging case. The lightning adapter is sold separately. Ah, that's the space for the lightning adapter if you want one. I don't need that. Attach the the TX with a clip-on magnet. The windscreen reduces wind noise. So let's have a quick look at the windscreen thing. Let's have a look. Ooh, I think you get two. Oh yeah, look. Oh wow. So you've got two different types. Be careful, my two dogs don't get these. They'll tear them to shreds. So if I pull that one out, and it must clip on. Oh, I see. So it clips on like. It's actually quite difficult to see. There we go. Yeah. So that was pretty easy to put on. How easy to pull off? I can't seem to. Oh Christ, that's magnetic. Okay, yeah. One and two. Oh, yeah, that's quite magnetic. So you could actually attach that also to something metal. So you could put something like in a car or something. Just put it on a. Oh yeah, that's quite good. Right, let's put that back in because they do need to charge. And then you've got a slightly different mic, wind noise reduction. So I think these go in here, and that goes in there like that, and that goes in there like that, something like that. I think you can also wind the cable up and put that in place there. And that whole lot, it's not going to go in there, but I'll work out how to do that. That's fine. So okay, let's continue on. Yep. So we've done that. Mount the receiver to a phone via the adapter and then use the TX for audio recording. Yeah, we've done that. It was quite easy to do. Again, you can also mount the receiver to the camera cold shoe and connect the audio cable and then use the transmitter for audio recording. The transmitter can be used with Osmo Pocket 3 or Osmo Action 5 Pro. Select the wireless microphone in the system settings and follow the on-screen instructions to complete the pairing. I did read somewhere that the app only works on iOS and I'm all Android, so but by the sounds of it I don't really need it. So yeah, that's just various things, the buttons. Yeah, that's all quite straightforward. And then we've got some safety guidelines, regulatory safety instructions that they have to send out. So yeah, don't do this while, like, don't try and click this on while you're trying to drive or something like that anyway. So yeah, There's also a guide here that you can actually go to the instructions. So if you do want to actually zap my screen with your camera, you should be able to go to the instructions. These bags are so nice, I don't want to get rid of them. They're very, very thick. Very, very thick indeed. Gives you confidence that actually the product has been invested in and is a quality product. So a lot of Chinese stuff is actually quite good. China has a bad rep for stuff because it does churn out some junk, but when they do make stuff, and it's good quality. It is very good quality. So what I'm going to do is I am going to let this charge for a while, and then what we can do is actually try it out. I'm just literally thinking about what I can do first. Yeah, nothing comes out to it's. I think it is actually slightly magnetic, so there's a little button on the bottom of the base, I think, but I don't know what that is. It feels really, really nice. That feels really, really nice. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to give this a bit of a charge and then come back and then we'll maybe try something. So I've got the footage onto my computer. I use Shotcut. I just seem to get on with this software. There may be better software out there, but actually this does exactly what I need to do. I don't need to worry too much about weird and wonderful stuff on it. It actually just works. So if I just if I do that and I Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing a wireless microphone system. So yeah, it sounds quite tinny, and what I have to do with Shotcut is basically go to here, then add a, oh no, I don't want to mute, add a gain, and I sort of add an extra 4 decibels on, something like that. That I've purchased for use on my channel. For nearly 3 years. Maybe a bit more. Let's go to 5, no, not 56, 5. Relied on mobile phones. Yeah. And this is... So essentially what I want to try and do is get the audio between those two here, so -5 and -15, so it's bouncing around inside there. I've found that's the best way to try and get the audio to a good level. And again, remember, this is the audio coming directly from the camera, so without the new DJI unit on there. So it's an Galaxy S23 Plus. Yeah. It's my old phone, and so I connected it to that phone. Use that for doing videos. Prior to that, I used yeah. So it's somewhere here. I've had problems with the audio. Yeah, I definitely have. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just edit this along, and then I'll add this footage I'm recording in right now as well. And let's try and I'm going to try and get this video done and get this out the door as soon as I can, as well, and just to show you both my editing process, but also the quality that the DJI actually gives for the audio. So this is the state of this video recorder. I've actually replaced the video head with one from another machine, and it's an older machine, so I'm not entirely sure if it's configured correctly. And the picture you're seeing right now is pretty much what I'm seeing. It's pretty bad. Basically the interlacing on the video is out, so it's doing odd and even different frames out of order, so you get this sort of jerkiness in the picture. So what I've got is I've got 2 more machines that have come in, and I'm going to actually take this disc out and put a new disc in. They are a bit of a pain to actually do as well, so it's not as easy as VHS, where you just take 2 screws out, desolder the cables, and then you take the drum off. You've got to take the whole video head off, sorry, the top of the video drum off, and then get the video disc. Once you've done that, it's actually quite easy because it uses an induction ring for both channels. So yeah, we're getting there with this machine, but it's still causing me lots of issues. So yeah, let's have a. I'm going to actually play back that segment in my computer and have a listen to it and see what it's like, whether I'm happy with it. But I think I will be. By the sounds of it, I think it will definitely work. I don't have to worry about the audio anymore. I can actually just get on and do stuff with this, not worrying about where the cameras are. And again, I've got a 2 camera setup, so I've got one here and I've got one here. So I can actually do them to literally show you what's going on the picture here while I'm actually working down here. So yeah, I'm just going to put the footage into Shotcut and actually see whether I'm happy with it. Okay, so I'm actually quite reasonably happy. Yes, there's issues with the gain, and what I'll do is just actually try this right now with actually plug this into the phone camera up there and actually finish the rest of this segment with this actually in there. Okay, so I've actually just plugged all this back in again. I've set the gain down -6 decibels, and I've also just moved it a little bit closer, further down my chest. And let's see what that sounds like. But yeah, I am very impressed by the form of this. This is really good stuff. This is a good quality wireless microphone system. It feels quality, it works really well, it works straight out the box. Just a few little tweaks in here and there just for my environmental use cases. I really like the design with the battery in the bottom and the magnetic things which put it all in. That works really well. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely think that's worth the money. I think I paid £140 for this. And I think it's worth more. I would have paid closer to 200 for this. The quality is that good. There may be other ones out there. I don't have any other visibility of other systems out there, but from all my research, this was the better one, and for the price. And yeah, it is definitely worth the price. So, right, well, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Entirely up to you, and I will see you on the next video. Yeah, I like this new toy. Nice new toy.